Welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going through the 2.1.0 patch notes for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It's been 5 months since we had the Terminator live event, and on July 16th we will be getting a new event which is called Resistance. So looking through these patch notes, it says our latest patch for the game will be deployed on July 15th at 9 AM UTC, so that is 10 AM for the UK. The download sizes, you can see here, it's going to be 19 gig on Xbox. We have a new feature, we have AI teammates. It's taken them 9 months to get them into the game. They should be on by default, and then obviously you can see in the little GIF that's playing, you can turn them on and off. I'm not sure on these teammates. The ones in Wildlands weren't the greatest, but we're going to have to see how they play out in Breakpoint. I was kind of excited when the game first came out, but I've done everything there is to do on the game, so having these teammates might just be pointless, and because everything is done, it's going to have to be a new game. It's going to have to be a completely new game save. But it does say the long-awaited AI teammates are joining Nomad's rank in the next title update. You can set them to regroup so they come back to the player, go to so they go to a designated position. I mean, it might be good for some tactical gameplay. Cleared hot, they engage with enemies seeking cover nearby, hold position, they go to the closest cover and stick to their position. So, I mean, there's been a lot of bugs and stuff in Breakpoint. I'm hoping these work how they should. I'm hoping as soon as you give them orders, they actually listen. And then we move on to live event number 2. Like in 1.1.0, we are bringing new limited content for 2 weeks. It will start on July 16th and end on July 29th. This event will bring out 9 missions, 3 hostage rescue missions, 3 convoy ambush missions, 3 camp assault missions. They will be available for players to pick up in the objectives board. Each one fills a gauge that will unlock exclusive time-limited rewards. They will be playable again by players once the event is over, but it will not grant any more rewards. They're going to release a full mission briefing for the event on Wednesday, July 15th. So again, I'm not sure about this because the Terminator event was incredibly boring. Like, once you had taken out one Terminator, it just felt as though you had taken them all out. Like, it was so repetitive. I'm hoping they have done a better job with this one. They've done a Gunsmith and weapon update to improve the customization. We've added the ability for players to select the firing mode by choosing 2 kinds of trigger. You can have single fire or burst. So burst is going to be 3 rounds fired per pressure on the trigger. To read more, they've got a dedicated article to it. Then we have a weapons and attachments objective board update. In order to make it more valuable and engaging to players, info about weapons and attachments is no longer hidden by default. Even if you haven't discovered any intel about a weapon or attachment, it will now show up on the board as a grey tile with the name and silhouette to indicate the weapon family it belongs to. Once you have found intel, it will now have a tag to easily indicate where it can be acquired. These include PvP, Maria's Shop, Missions, Raid, Ubisoft Club and classes rank 10. Alert messages. Players were missing alert messages in the HUD due to settings, so visual improvements were made in the messages. I mean, that's not really... It doesn't seem as though there's much coming to the game at all. And as I said, the last update was 5 months ago. I'm pretty sure this update actually got delayed, so I'm hoping when it comes out it is very polished because they've given themselves extra time and they're saying they're ready to release it, so hopefully it is good. They've done something to the raid. There's new intel gathering phase variations which are out on July 21st, so they're not even coming with the update. But there will be 5 new intel gathering phase variations in Sector 1, 5 in Sector 2 and 3 in Sector 3. I'm not bothered and I won't be going back to the raid because all of the intel gathering just made the raid time, it just made it so much more time consuming. I mean, if you could learn the rotations for each week and whatever for the intel, you can make it a lot faster, but especially in the final sector where you're at the volcano island part, it's a lot of traversing the area, moving around and stuff that didn't need to be in there. But moving on, we've got some character and customization stuff. There's going to be 39 patches, flag patches for the following countries. Then there's going to be some customization stuff. I'm not going through all of this. There's one new weapon in Maria's Shop called the Echelon Smg. There's attachments and stuff for it. There's helicopters, cars, vehicles, scopes and stuff like that. There's new resistance items. And then you've got the live event reward is going to be the Paladin 9 Sniper, which is a survival variant. I mean, if I remember correctly, the Terminator event brought in the MK14 Termination or something. You had a grenade launcher. I'm not sure if I'm hoping this sniper's good, because obviously this is more of a tactical sort of game. But moving on, there's new Ubisoft Club items from Ubisoft Forward and stuff, and there's new items in their store, would you believe? They're bringing in more stuff that you have to pay money for. So you got the custom Echelon Smg skin, which is going to cost 600 ghost coins. Then you have the Maxim 9 custom, which is going to cost you 400. I mean, the skins do look nice, but I'm not paying money for them. They also now have an observer mode in the Ghost War custom matches. Like, it will allow an extra person to have a global and individual view on the PvP game that's ongoing. There's widgets and stuff, there's item drops, so now if you've got 2 syringes, you can drop one for your teammates, but it can't be a class-specific item or a drone. And then you've got the patch highlights, so they've made improvements to movement and running animations visible from further camera settings. They fixed an issue where the DMR rifle caused an instant kill glitch. There's been another few things in there. You've had an issue where heavy NPCs wouldn't be killed with hacked turrets or miniguns. You've got a few audio bugs that have been fixed. There's exploits. So there was an issue where button spamming provided additional health in the PvP mode. Then they've got quite a few gameplay changes. For an example, fixed an issue where players would get stuck sliding at the Aurora weather station. They've also fixed an issue where reload input would be triggered if players cancel the heal animation. So on and so forth. There's some item bug fixes and stuff there. And then moving down, we've got some more mission issues. Then we have some PC stuff, holding the escape key when you're in a bivouac would close and open the menu. There were issues affecting key binding. There were issues that were affecting text chat while on PC. Then you've got a load of PvP. It seems as though this is primarily focused on PvP. There's a lot more PvP stuff than pretty much anything else. So that's the patch notes. I mean, it's not looking good at all. They've had 5 months and all we're getting is 1 new weapon. I mean, 2 if you include the Event 2 weapon. There's some more customization. They've put some new stuff in the paid store. They fixed alert messages. Out of everything they could have focused on, they've gone with alert messages. Like, this game is lacking content. It has been for a long, long time. And I checked out Twitch before I started recording this. There are 61 people viewing this game in the entire world. AI teammates took them 9 months. That's literally all we're getting. That's really relevant in this whole update. AI teammates and a second event, like a second live event. I mean, I'll check it out, I'll start up a new game, I'll put the AI teammates on and just see if I can get any more immersion out of it, but I really can't see it being the case. This is a full-on title update, and pretty much all they've done is focus on fixing things that should have been fixed a long, long time ago, and they've brought something into the game that should have been there from day one. This was a very rushed game. It was also one of the games that made Ubisoft delay a lot of other games like Watch Dogs Legion, because this and the Division 2 just didn't make them anywhere near enough money. I don't even know how many people play this game anymore. And I mean, when the update does drop on the 15th, you're obviously going to get a spike in player numbers, but how long is that going to last? I'm saying that's not going to last any longer than 48 hours at a push, possibly 24. Then the numbers is just going to drop again and the game's just going to go back off the radar for another 5 months. I don't know, that's my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments, but that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.